made for a retired pension, medical professional. I was curious to see how much I had given. And so after I took the check, I gave it to the health minister. After a while, I collected the envelope back and I peeked at it. And he won't want me to mention it, but I want to say that I was surprised at how much he's giving. But I think Doctor on pension has given $1,000.
Right. You get a video for yeah, it. Take pictures.
Good morning, everybody.
To witness the fulfillment of this vital promise, a bold step towards greater equity and compassion in healthcare financing. The fund not only provides a long overdue lifeline to those burdened by chronic illness, but also positions Ghana as a leader in innovative, people-centered, and compassionate healthcare reform. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, available estimates from the World Health Organization indicate that non-communicable diseases remain the leading global health challenge, responsible for 75% of non-pandemic related deaths worldwide in 2021. The WHO further reports that low and middle income countries continue to bear the heaviest burden, accounting for 73% of the NCD related deaths, primarily due to cardiovascular diseases, cancers, chronic respiratory diseases, and diabetes. In Ghana, the situation remains critical. NCDs account for approximately 43% of all-cause mortality, with a significant rise recorded between 2012 and 2023.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Mahama, Honorable Minister, Heads of Agencies and Directors, Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, I'm standing on existing protocols. On behalf of the Health Development Partners, allow me to congratulate the Presidency, the Government, and the Ministry of Health on the launch of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund initiative, a visionary step towards equitable healthcare and sustainable financing for the fight against non-communicable diseases. This initiative is in line with the vision of most health development partners, who aim to ensure Ghanaians have access to quality healthcare services, including for NCDs. As you know, NCDs are a major public health challenge that undermines social and economic development and can increase inequities within populations. Today, as mentioned by the Honorable Minister, NCDs are the leading cause of deaths worldwide. Low and middle income countries are also affected. In Ghana, the share of NCDs in the disease burden is increasing, and this is mainly due to an aging population, rapid urbanization, and changing lifestyles.
Yeah, yeah. I bet my back for Lamos. India, I know, I check a cry. But me with the team who can cry, I said, Miss Metz, I check a cry. Yeah, born a farm. And more a cry. And but Yamiago, the Busumi Tenasi, until the year, make any say. Sesiano, a beer by me bounce so. Ah, me Busua. We solve it. But any area ever for. You better take care of. Until the year, the Bani said, now, and boy, now, into me soon. But I did a crime mechanic say, yeah, Bruno. I am a body. I am meeting a man, me a single parent. I won't collect dream. Mean to be fifty. Now I do, never come at all. No matter my colonizer. I yet the mammy. At times, the baby cry. I mean, the baby. See, me, I just said, best say, my penny. And young one, my Bruno. Now it's me, ya do not, ya fakiki, ya away, FES. Those young property, preventing my dear only bino. No subenya, a drone be a dear preventing a danasi. Sir, Mahama is not defiant, a danasi. The brave, say, I mean, Shrasu. Now I do bow, I am my so of Sabi, a woman, my and Bremu.
On behalf of my family, myself, we are presenting an adoring gift. A cooking gift.
Mahama Cares Initiative, which is the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. I'll tell you something. Yesterday, a Jumara was launched. Today, Mahama Cares is being launched. Tomorrow, the National Apprenticeship Program will be launched. Tomorrow, relax. On Thursday, we'll have the Black Star Experience launched. At this time, you can do it. It is now my distinct honor to respectfully invite the Ejumara, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani.
Thank you very much. I mean, the remarks by our sister here, I mean, very touching. And maybe I'll make a few remarks before I inflict the official speech on you. It mimics almost exactly what the minister said, but I want to say I can empathize with what she's going through, because she's just one of many of our citizens and countrymen and women who are going through what she just talked about. And the perception was that if you were rich, it was a disease for the rich. Hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes were diseases of the rich. But increasingly, we see that it's inflicting more the persons who are much poorer and can least afford to be able to manage those diseases. And that's why the Ghana Medical Trust Fund has come at the right time. I have a personal connection to non-communicable diseases, and that is because my father died in 2001, and he died of prostate cancer. My mother died in 2016, and she died of complications of high blood pressure and diabetes. My stepmother died of breast cancer. I lost a friend and somebody who worked for me last year. We celebrated 1 year since she passed. I'm sure most of you know Marlon Agumo. She died of breast cancer. And currently, I have a staff in my office whose son is in his 30s and is on dialysis, is suffering kidney failure. And so these are not things that are far away from us. These are things that are close to us. These are loved ones that we're talking about. And so, like Prof. Saite said, we must not see them as statistics. We must see them as real lives that we need to touch and help. I want to thank our brother from Calbank for the very good testament he made about the need for support by corporate Ghana in this particular exercise. And I want to encourage corporate Ghana, businesses, the mines, the banks, and all the other companies that this Ghana Medical Trust Fund program is coming, those is coming to help are your clients who save their money in your banks. They are clients who do business with you. And indeed, they are not only your clients, they are even your own staff. Some of your staff have died, from breast cancers and diabetes and all that. And so, as part of your CSR, if you give anything, you're giving it not just to help people, but to help your own clients and your own your customers and your own staff. And so, I'd like to encourage all corporate Ghana, that is private sector and state sector, to annually devote a portion of their community social responsibility to Ghana Medical Trust Fund, because it's going to do a lot of good to our country. I want to assure Prophet Adanu that while he was speaking, the many suggestions he was throwing out, I turned quietly to the Minister of Health and asked, "Are you taking notes?" And he quickly took his paper and started writing. So, Prof, you can be sure that note has been taken on the suggestion you made. And we want to thank you for that. I want to thank Professor Aite, who's been my long-standing friend and mentor, for the contribution he made. Prof. Aite is a retired specialist, emeritus professor, and very well known in medical circles. And so when he gave the envelope, for a retired pensioned, medical professional, I was curious to see how much he had given. And so after I took the check, I gave it to the health minister. After a while, I collected the envelope back and I peeked at it. And he won't want me to mention it, but I want to say that I was surprised at how much he's giving. But I think the doctor on pension has given $1,000. And so that should encourage all of us and encourage the corporate institutions to do even much better. But on that note, I also, as the initiator of this laudable program, would also have to give something. And so I've pledged half a year, 6 months of my salary. I'm not yet being paid. They say Accountant General is still doing something. But whenever Accountant General finishes, 6 months of whatever I'm entitled to will go into Mahama. So thank you very much. Now let me reflect my speech on you. Mercifully it's short, so you won't have to listen.
Let's go to the That's